This is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Post-Aid Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post-Aid Baseball is brought to you by Evermore Boutique, Wagner Auto, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Service Master, and Rising Hope Counseling.
We'll take off for a second. Dean, outdoors right field. That one is going to get out for Bennett Dean. 5 runs driven in.
Post-Aid Baseball is also brought to you by Todd's Electric, Pier Sports Center, Air Tech, Gales Gas, Avera, Bank West, and B&B Equipment.
Zabel on the 3-0, outdoors center field. That's far, that's gone. A 3-run homer for Grace Zabel. And it's a 3-1 lead.
Post-Aid Baseball is also brought to you by Overhead Door Company, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Birding Electric, Olson Plumbing, and Agtegra.
There's a fly ball out to left field. Going back on it deep is Rue. He's going to turn and watch it sail over for a home run. And Andy Gordon, his first home run of the season, first home run of his career.
Post-State Baseball is also brought to you by All Around Graphics, First Dakota National Bank, Comtech, Shane's Pharmacy, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Midwest Cooperative, South Dakota Weed and Pest, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler, and Lamb Motor.
The 2-1 pitch. Stout out towards right field. Did he get enough of it? Is it going to go? And walk off. Grand slam for Garrett Stout.
Post-Aid Baseball is also brought to you by Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, Sioux Nation, Kruger Contracting, Home Care Services, and Fisher Rounds. And now, with the call of today's action, KCCR award-winning sports director, John Winkler.
And from Brandon Valley, we welcome you to the 2021 state tournament as Post State will take on Renner in round number 1. 2 games are already complete as Sioux Falls East won 6-1 in the opener. It was Rapid City Post 22, 4-3 over Sioux Falls West to win game number 2 and finish out the first half of the day. But here at the 2021 state tournament, John Winkler alongside Greg Dean as we bid you adieu here from Brandon Valley, but you welcome in from Brandon Valley. It's going to be a great tournament. There's going to be a lot of great matchups, including this one here, which should be a good pitcher's duel between 2 left-handers.
Yeah, and this is the kind of year where there is no real favorite. I mean, you could see any one of these teams start off 2-0. You could see any one of these teams start off 2-0 or 0-2. There's no real definitive favorite. There's no real separation from top to bottom. I mean, this is as balanced a field as I can remember in at least a decade. And so this is going to be some good baseball. And the other thing, and you talked about it with the matchup we've got of the pitchers tonight. 2 really good left-handers, Reese Arbogast from Renner, Jack Van Camp from Pier, and that's just exactly what you'll see throughout in terms of pitching, high-level pitching. I mean, throughout the entire first round and probably all day tomorrow as well, because if you look at the rosters of every one of these teams, every one of them has a really, really good number 1 and number 2 pitcher that they can throw out on the hill.
Pier will take on Renner here in game number 1 of the tournament for both these teams. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pier, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bank West Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the Green Mountain Grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pierre.
As we welcome you back here to Brandon, as we are getting set for Game 3 of the day, Game 1 for both Pier and Renner, as both teams will be trying to get a leg up here in the state tournament because it's going to be a very good state tournament between these two teams, or between all the 8 teams that are here. Both these teams, they met just once. Did Renner and Pier battle all the way back at the beginning of the season. For Pier is a 6-1 win for the Renner Royals. A complete game for Sam Stukel for the Royals as he threw 94 pitches, 7 innings, gave up just 5 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts. He's not the starting pitcher here today, and dare to say, all credit to Sam Stukel. They're going to throw a better guy here in Reese Arbogast in this game against Pier.
And we talked about just how every team in this tournament has a really, really good number 1 and number 2 pitcher, and we'll see that tonight. Renner rolls out a pair of Division I pitchers in their top two starters. Reese Arbogast, the senior, headed to SDSU to pitch next fall, the left-hander, and then he's followed up the number 2. He won't be a number 2 for very long. Austin Henry for Renner, who will likely pitch tomorrow, rising senior, committed to Wichita State. So he will head there in a year from now, unless he potentially gets drafted in the Major League Draft. And every team 1 through 8 has a number 1 and a number 2 starter like that. Pier will counter with Jack Van Camp tonight, and then follow up likely with Lincoln Keenholz tomorrow.
As we are getting set here for this ball game, we apologize for technical difficulties on our airwaves right now on KCCR. If you're watching on YouTube, everything seems to be okay. The picture might be a little bit laggy as well there too, but we will step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The Blunt Rural Fire Department is having their 2021 Hoses and Hogs fundraiser July 24th. It starts with a rib cook-off. To register, call 280-6069 and bring your best.
Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
Service Master of Pier. It's no secret we clean carpets professionally, but not many people know we clean furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, walls, floors, and windows. We also do fire and water restoration, plus construction cleanups. There's nothing we can't clean. Give Service Master a call at 224-9919. Service Master, the clean you expect, the service you deserve. Service Master, 224-9919.
As we welcome you back here to Brandon Valley, John Wickler alongside Greg Dean, as it should be a good matchup here between Pier and Renner coming up in just about 5 minutes, as the Eights are going to be looking for a 1-0 start to this tournament. So is going to be Renner. These two teams, again, have not met all the way since the first game of the year for Post State, a 6-1 win. And Greg, we were talking about it beforehand. We'll talk about it again, this matchup pitching-wise between Jack Van Camp and Reese Arbogast. It makes sense, whether A and 1B for Renner when it comes to their starters between Arbogast and Henry. But you look at the left-handed oriented lineup that Post State has and how many lefties they have, it almost makes it a no-brainer to go with the left-hander Arbogast.
Yeah, and Arbogast is not very tall in stature. He's only about 5'8", 5'9", but good velocity on his fastball, and he's got an off-speed pitch that really will tail away from those left-handed hitters. So it's going to be incumbent upon Post State to be aggressive. If they see a good pitch early in the count, they're going to have to go out and try to find something early, because if you look at Arbogast's numbers, he's only walked 7 batters in 39 plus innings this year. So he's not going to run deep into counts. If he gets ahead, he's going to be awful tough on the entire Pier lineup, especially on those left-handers.
The biggest thing for Post State coming in this state tournament is the region round against Yankton. They struck out just 8 times in 2 games against Yankton, including one in one game. They also hit 403 as a team. They hit the ball really well against Yankton. That's going to continue here today because again, you're not gonna get a whole lot of walks. You're not gonna be able to manufacture runs off of walks. You got to manufacture runs by getting hits.
And I think the other thing that stands out to me is you look at these numbers from Renner. The other thing that stands out is the fact that they maybe struggle a little bit defensively. They've given up 130 runs through 36 games this year, so they're only given up about a little less than 4 runs a game, but they've given up 50 unearned runs of the 130 they've given up. And so that translates out to a run and a half a game. So what that tells me is that if you're Post State, what you need to do is just put the ball in play and hit it hard someplace and make Renner field the ball and make a play on you.
Post State and Renner coming up here in just a little bit. It is going to be the winner of this game taking on Sioux Falls East tomorrow. The loser will take on Watertown in an elimination game tomorrow morning. We step aside for 3 minutes. We come back with the first pitch. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Comtech in Pier invites you to come out and check out their expansive showroom. It's filled with everything you need to thrive in today's technology-dependent world and a knowledgeable staff to guide you through. Comtech has TVs, computers, personal electronics to commercial electronics, anything to fit your technology needs. The experienced professionals at Comtech can guide you through any questions you may have. Whether you struggle with technology or live for it, Comtech can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Comtech will even install and service what they sell, so you don't have to worry once you get your products home. Comtech, located at 1601 North Lowell Avenue behind Walmart. Check them out online at comtechplus.com.
This summer, enjoy an ice-cold, fresh-squeezed lemonade and admire your well-earned farmer stand
before you hurl yourself across your neighbor's slip and slide and join First Dakota to bank some noise for summer sports. Roar at the crack of the bat, whistle for a clutch strikeout, and lose your mind over a walk-off home run. Let them hear you from the cheap seats. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank.
Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Do you need the Pier Governor apparel for the big game? Or how about Stanley County apparel or Post-State apparel? All-around graphics and Pier is your place to go. Not only can you get your apparel, but they also do screen printing, jerseys, awards, and trophies. And did you know they can print and customize your signs? All-around graphics can do it all. Located at 819 North Euclid Avenue or call 224-4677. All-around graphics and Pier, your one-stop shop.
Agtegra in Highmore. We pride ourselves on providing our customers with reliable markets, superior services, and quality products. From corn and soybeans to spring and winter wheat, you can trust Agtegra in Highmore with all your grain handling needs. It's all about helping you achieve the best harvest possible. Call Agtegra of Highmore today at 605-846-1379. That's 605-846-1379.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pier carries a full line of heat-a-later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of heat-a-later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-a-later fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pier is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
As we welcome you back here to Brandon, as you can maybe hear a little bit in the background right now, or if you're watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports, there's a helicopter right in center field. They delivered the game ball by the way of helicopter and making their way back out off the field. That's an interesting to it. You know, we have football game balls at the Dakota Dome being drawn in from up in the rafters, but nothing from a helicopter coming in before.
Yeah, had a 3-plane flyover right before the national anthem. Set of homemade planes out of Madison that flew over the top of the stadium, smoke trailing from behind, purposely.
Right. Yes.
And then the game ball delivered by the Sanford evac helicopter, and so lots of airborne wizardry going on in the pregame ceremonies.
Yeah, they are going to have a first pitch before we get underway. Apologize for technical difficulties on air on KCCR. Also having a little bit on YouTube as well, trying to get things going. It's first game of the state tournament. It's hard to there's trying to get all the internet space that you possibly can, and things are not going so well right now. But ceremony of first pitch taking place. Post-State, they will hit first as they are the visitors on the scoreboard here in this ball game, as it'll be Lincoln Keno's to lead things off. He's the shortstop. Batting second will be Jaden Weeby, the second baseman. McGuire Rasky, the right fielder, will bat third. Andy Gordon, the third baseman, will bat in the cleanup spot. Cade Hinkle, the catcher, will bat fifth. Bennett Dean, the first baseman, batting sixth. The DH, Spencer Lettler, will bat seventh. Jack Merkwan, the left fielder, will bat eighth. And Elliot Life, the center fielder, will bat ninth, with Jack Van Camp on the mound. For the Renner Royals, it'll be Zach Riddle, the left fielder, batting first. Aspen Dahl, the shortstop, batting second. Sam Stuckel, the center fielder, will bat third. Austin Henry, the first baseman, batting fourth. Andy Bowen, the second baseman, will bat fifth. Harry Huners, the third baseman, batting sixth. Dalton Garbers, the DH, batting seventh. It'll be Manny Struck, the right fielder, batting eighth. And Tegan Schlimgen will be the catcher, as he will bat ninth for the Renner Royals. They are getting the lineup cards to the umpires. Coach White forgot where he put his at, but for Post-State and for Renner here, it's a big contest here. First round game. You don't lose the tournament here. but you set yourself in a much better situation if you pick up a win in game one.
Well, the longer you go into a double elimination tournament without a loss, the better set you are because you just have to you're better able to manage your pitching that way, and plus if you go all the way through to the championship, you end up playing one less game because of that, and so every game is important. There is no easy game, especially this year. Like we said, 1 through 8 in this tournament are as balanced as I ever remember in the past decade, and so I'm excited. I mean, and we heard Brian White, the head coach for Post State, say earlier this week that even if you're just a casual baseball fan, if you don't have any allegiance to any of the 8 teams, if you want to just come out and see some really, really good baseball, the level of talent in South Dakota Legion baseball this year is probably higher than what I ever remember, and it's not just concentrated on a couple teams. It's spread throughout all 8 teams, as well as the other 9 teams that didn't qualify for this tournament. There's a lot of good quality baseball players, 1 through 17 South Dakota this year.
As they will announce the starting lineups, they'll have first pitch upcoming. We're just a little bit behind schedule, but no problem with that. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with first pitch. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pier still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar, and we'll throw in an additional 250 Pier Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional 250 Pier Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you 250 Pier Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pier. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayfordtoyota.com.
Overhead Door Company of Pier is a locally owned business specializing in the sale, service,
Your home and business, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pier.
As we welcome you back here to Brandon, as we are getting set for first pitch between Pier and Renner, as the Eights are going to be looking to start out 1-0 here in this tournament. As John Wickler alongside Greg Dean, we're about 10 minutes behind schedule, behind first pitch, but the other 2 games that have taken place so far, Sioux Falls East beat Watertown 6-1 in Game 1, and it was Post 22 beating Sioux Falls West in Game 2, 4-3. And then the game tonight will be Harrisburg and Brandon Valley. Pier will face the either Sioux Falls East if they win or Watertown elimination game if they fall here this evening. Greg, we've talked about this. We've mentioned it a couple times, and of course we're going to mention it again because those that might be listening on KCCR and even maybe those that are watching on YouTube. Just this pitching matchup between these two left-handers is going to be very big because both these guys can go in and shut down any offense in the entire state, and they got the task of trying to shut down Arbogast, shut down Pier, and for Van Camp to try and shut down this Renner offense.
Yeah, and both stellar ERAs. Arbogast comes in 39, let me grab his stats here, 39 and 2/3 innings, a 1.59 ERA and a whip of .88. Meanwhile, for Jack Van Camp, he's got an ERA of 1.00 and a whip of 1.29. So it's a top flight pitching matchup, just exactly what you would expect in the first game of a state tournament. I mean, each team rolling out their aces. This is just this is an exciting time. This is what you play all year for, all summer long for, and it all comes to a culmination on this weekend. Beautiful summer day in Brandon, South Dakota. This recently renovated park in Brandon on First National Bank Field at Aspen Park, an all-turf infield, all-natural grass outfield. Wind is blowing in from the south, so it's blowing in from left field today. It's just going to be a gorgeous day for baseball.
Post State is the visitors on the scoreboard as they are the number 5 seed. This is, if you're looking at seed matchups, this is as close as they can get here in the first round. The 4-5 matchup between Pier and Renner. As Reese Arbogast will take the mound. He'll start his warm-up tosses. We're just about set for baseball here on this warm but gorgeous day here in Brandon. We get the 5:30 game. Well, if Post State loses, we'll be back on the air about 10:40 tomorrow morning in the first game of the day. If they win, we'll be on the air for the third game of the day, which will be the same time as this one. 5:10 we'll start coverage. 5:30 for first pitch. Hopefully 5:30 at first pitch, as the Eights will be maybe looking to go 2-0. They would face Sioux Falls East. When we looked at this tournament, looked at this bracket, we said too, this is up for anybody's to take, including Pier Post State. They have the opportunity to take this tournament. This is not a tournament where you're seeing, looks like we got, Post 22 is the number 1 team, and Brandon Valley. Those teams can obviously win the tournament as well, but they're not any better than, Post State went 2-1 against Post 22, and then they also went 1-1 against Brandon Valley. The only team they haven't beaten is here against Renner and Sioux Falls East. They've beaten everybody else in this tournament, so that tells you just how wide open this tournament can be.
Yeah, and they only played Renner once, first game of the year, coming right out of the high school season, part of a triangular back in very early June, and again then faced Sioux Falls East later that same week, and so it really is a situation where the only two teams that Post State has not beaten were teams they faced in the first week of the season, and they were a team that once they got through that first 10 days of the season, as we've talked about a couple of times, they were 2-5 at one point. I mean, came out of the gate a little slowly, and then went on to win 13 of their next 14, I believe, and just really hit their stride in the second half of June, and then as the games began to pile up, especially as they began to face some of those teams from out of state, they started to look at using some different combinations to kind of try to see what would work, especially as we got into this latter half and postseason stage of 2021, and I think they've hit their stride. Three double-digit wins in the last 3 games for Post State.
Here is Reese Arbogast as Lincoln Keno steps to the plate. We're underway as the first pitch from the left-hander, a slow delivery, is taken for strike 1 as we're underway at 5:42 here this evening. As Post State has Lincoln Keno to lead things off. He had himself a decent region round as he nearly hit for the cycle in the final game as that one misses low and is now 1-1. He hit the cover off the ball throughout the region round, going 7 for 9, I believe it was, nearly hitting 700, or nearly hitting 800, I should say, before the region round came to an end. Very good round for Lincoln Keno as the 1-1 pitch is fouled back, and it's now 1-2 to leadoff man.
not a lot of space between home plate and the backstop here. So especially with the turf, that's really going to limit the ability for any pass balls to allow any runner to score from third base.
1-2 pitch is hit on one hopper to the shortstop, Aspinall. He'll field to throw to first to retire Keenels, and that's how we start the ball game, how we start the state tournament here in Brandon Valley. As it'll bring up now Jaden Weeby, the second baseman. He'll be followed by McGuire Rasky, the right fielder. Andy Gordon, the third baseman, will bat cleanup spot. Cade Hinkle, the catcher, will bat fifth. Bennett Dean, the first baseman, batting sixth. Spencer Lettler, the DH, batting seventh. Jack Merkwan, the left fielder, will bat eighth. And then Elliot Life will round out the order as he's the center fielder for Post State. We'll go through defensively for Renner here in just a moment. One down, nobody on here in the top of the first. The left-hander delivers to the right-handed Jaden Weeby. That one we taken for strike one at the top of the zone, right at the letters. And it's 0-1 here to Weeby.
91 degrees at first pitch, mostly cloudy today. It looks like, according to the radar, there's maybe a few showers, light showers off to our west that may play a role as we get a little deeper into this game.
Weeby will pop the 0-1 pitch up, right side, going back into foul territory and into the outfield to make the catch as the first baseman, Austin Henry. And there's now two down to bring up now McGuire Rasky, trying to avoid a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the first. Out in left field is Zach Riddle, then is Sam Stukel. Out in center field, Manny Struck in right, Harry Huners at third, Aspinall at short, Andy Mullins at second, Austin Henry at first, Tegan Schlemgen is the catcher. And the first lefty in the lineup will deal against the lefty Arbogast, and that is through the right side for a base hit. And there's a two-out single. McGuire Rasky, who did not have a hit in the region round, doesn't waste any time here in the state tournament, swings at the first pitch to get a base hit, and he's on with two away.
And there goes the no-hitter.
There's a good start to getting rid of the no-hitter.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a sharp single right through the right side for McGuire Rasky. And we've talked about when Rasky's going good, he really pulls the ball well, and that was a hit that he just rifled through the right side.
First pitch to Andy Gordon's an off-speed pitch that catches the outside of the zone, and it's 0-1. John Thayer is the man behind the plate, the voice of the South Dakota Coyotes, is the guy that's calling balls and strikes here in this ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch, comes inside, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and like we said, Arbogast doesn't have a real big body frame, not your prototypical Division I pitcher. Like you said, only checks in at about 5'8", 5'9", but really big arm. His velocity is going to be in the mid to high 80s, and so he's the kind of pitcher that if you can square up a ball and turn one around, I mean you can put a lot of distance behind it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch from Arbogast to Gordon. That one will miss low, and it's now 2-1.
But Arbogast isn't just a one-pitch pony. He will have a multitude of pitches, and especially will be really hard on left-handers if he gets that off-speed stuff moving and working away from them.
Here's a 2-1 pitch from Arbogast to Gordon. That will foul that one, line it out of play on the right side, and it's now 2-2. Gordon comes in hit with 34 runs driven in, which is 8 better than anybody else on the team. Dean with 26. He's got 34, does Gordon. 373 batting average throughout the regular season and through the region tournament. He finished with 4 RBIs in Game 2. The man that's batting 6, Bennett Dean, had 6 RBIs in total. There's a pickoff attempt, and Rasky is back in safely. A little bit of deceptive pickoff move, but Rasky so far in every pitch that Arbogast has delivered home, he has gone back to the bag. And so it has not even been close when Arbogast has thrown over to him. That one misses low, and it's now 3-2. And here McGuire Rasky will get the head start, but he's got to make sure that Arbogast goes home. So he might not get the good jump that he would normally have on a right-handed pitcher. But a 3-2 count and 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Arbogast will deliver the 3-2 pitch, and Gordon swings and misses at a curveball. And will strike out to end the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between Pier and Renner. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pier is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem. Commercial or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pier and Fort Pier areas. The line to power.
As we get to the bottom of the first inning, there is no score between Pier and Renner. John Winkler alongside Greg Dean as we go through the batting order for the Renner Royals. It will be Zach Riddle, the left fielder, lead things off. Aspinall, the shortstop, will bat second. Sam Stukel, the center fielder, batting third. Austin Henry, the first baseman, will bat fourth. It will then be Andy Moen, the second baseman, batting fifth. Number 6 hitter is Harry Huner, the third baseman. Dalton Garber is the DH, will bat seventh. Manny Struck, the right fielder, batting eighth. And Tegan Schlimgen is the catcher, batting ninth. Jack Van Camp delivers the first pitch to Zach Riddle, and it's over for strike one. Here in the bottom of the first inning, Van Camp, he had the win. He had the complete game shutouts in the first game of the region round. That one's missed outside, and it's now 1-1 to Riddle.
Van Camp, like Arbogast, works from the extreme third base side of the rubber. Really tries to work that ball and ride it really in on right-handers. But for Riddle, the left-hander, he is still going to really try to challenge and work that ball in and out to Riddle.
There's a line shot right to Gordon over at third base. He'll make the catch, and the leadoff man retired here in the bottom of the first inning. And he'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Aspinall, the shortstop. So he will make his way to the plate for the first time.
For Jack Van Camp, this will be his 12th appearance of the season, 35 innings pitched on the year. This will be his 8th start. He's 5-3 on the year. He does have a save, 19 hits allowed, 21 runs, but only 5 of them earned. 26 walks, 49 strikeouts, leads the team, 1.00 ERA, 1.29 whip.
1-0 pitch is outside, and it's now 2-0. Dahl comes in hitting .286 in the season, 19 runs driven in, does have a home run, 15 home runs in total for this Renner Royals team, although, the wind will probably be a factor throughout most of the tournament in terms of every time the wind blows here, it's always blowing in, as it counts now 2-1. But still 19 runs driven in, 5 doubles, 6 extra base hits in the 28 hits that he's had. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Comes inside and clips the corner, and it's now 2-2. And from 2-0 now to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The left-hander Van Camp against the number 2 hitter Aspinall. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Van Camp will pick up his first strikeout. And there's 2 quickly down here in the bottom of the first. As we go around the horn defensively now for Post State, Jack Merkwan is out in left field. L.A. Life in center, and McGuire Rasky is in right. Andy Gordon at third base, Lincoln Keenel's at short, Jane Weeby at second, Bennett Dean at first, and Kate Hinkle behind the plate. As here is Sam Stukel to step to the plate. .333 batting average throughout the season for Stukel. First pitch to him, there's a half swing, didn't hold up his swing, and it's over for strike one. As Van Camp now will be looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Arbogast had the first 2 retire before Rasky had a base hit. A 1 pitch is upstairs, and the count's even at a ball and a strike.
We apologize if you hear a little bit of background noise, a little bit of wind. We are outside the press box here at First National Bank Field, out on the third base deck side of the press box. So again, beautiful facility, and we get to enjoy the elements tonight, because in the press box, I remember when we were there before, it was a little toasty at times.
As the 1-1 pitch comes in and hits Stukel, so he will be on, and that will bring up now the first baseman, Austin Henry, the cleanup hitter. He is most likely, and I would put a lot of money on him being the starter tomorrow. Whether they win or lose, he'll be the starter against either the winner of, or against Sioux Falls East or against Watertown. But he bats fourth, hits as the first baseman here in this contest. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. 4 home runs so far for Austin Henry, .349 batting average. And as good as he has been with the stick, he's an even better pitcher. As Van Camp will come set, here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Van Camp overpowered him on the fastball, and it's now 1-1.
This Renner team made up primarily of young men from Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School, although they do have a couple of others, Henry being one of them. Henry is from, lives and goes to school in Del Rapids, and Aspendall, the shortstop, goes to school in Madison. So kind of a collection of area talent that makes up this Renner club tonight.
Counts 2-1 here to Austin Henry. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Van Camp trying to work out the 2-out hit by pitch of Stukel. He's still at first base with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Post State had a hit in the first inning. He was left stranded, was Rasky at first base. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Popped up foul and out of play on the right side. And we will do it again here at 2-2. Again, the wind blowing in, and that's another reason why you can hear a lot of feedback from that wind, because it's blowing into our microphones instead of basically through the microphones and trying to blow the wind. It's blowing against us, working against us here. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Van Camp will strike out 2 in the inning and retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We've played 1 full inning here at Brandon. There is no score between Pier and Renner. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When something just isn't right, it's natural to talk about it. If you had a toothache, you'd tell someone. If you found out you had diabetes, you'd learn to take care of it. But when you're feeling stressed, sad, or worried, you're less likely to tell someone. Why do we treat physical and mental health so differently? There is no difference. We all need someone to talk to, and there's nothing shameful about wanting to be healthy for you. When you just need someone to talk to, contact Rising Hope Counseling at 494-1500 or risinghope605.com. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change. Rising Hope Counseling, because if you have hope, you have everything.
At Oahe Federal Credit Union, their recreation loan special as low as 2.55% APR. 90 days, no payments, and turns up to 15 years. Apply online at www.oahefcu.coop or pick up an application at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pier. Some exclusions may apply. See the website for more details.
As we welcome you back here in the top of the second inning, there is no score between Pier and Renner. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean. As if you're listening on YouTube at KCCR Sports, we apologize for the commercials. Trying to figure it. Think we'd have it all figured out by game 40. Was this game 42 of the season? 43.
42.
42.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd think we'd have it all figured out, but everything is always different every time you step to. That's why you see something new all the time in the ballpark. You find something new and find something that doesn't work in the most important games of the season. But Cade Hinkle will lead things off here to lead off the top of the second. 1 hit so far for Post State. It was by the left-hander Rasky, and the only left-hander that came to the plate in the first inning. So here's the lefty Hinkle to hit for the first time. First pitch is over for strike 1.
Gates will go lefty, lefty, lefty here in the second inning. Hinkle, Dean, and Lettler.
And then it would be LA Life if they get all the way through to the bottom of the order. Jack Merkwan is the only right-hander thrown in between them. As it's quickly 0-2 here to Hinkle. This is the last, well, I shouldn't say it's the last weekend because Post State could go to the regional tournament and continue to play, but last state tournament for Cade Hinkle. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He'll swing and get a foul tip in the midst of the catcher, Schlimgren, and that will retire Hinkle. Back-to-back strikeouts now going back to last inning for Reese Arbogast, and will now bring up the first baseman, Bennett Dean, who had himself a pretty good region round. Hit a 2-run home run to start off the scoring for Post State in that 10-0 win. Ended up with 4 RBIs in that first game, another 2 RBIs in the second game, as they'll have a half swing on the first pitch from Arbogast and be over for strike 1. Straight away for Dean. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Arbogast. There's a curveball that drops in, and it's now 0-2 here to Dean.
Yeah, and Arbogast is not afraid to throw that curveball, and he mixes speeds really well. And like I said, he's just really tough on left-handers. And with this left-handed heavy lineup that Post 8 rolls out, it's going to be a challenge today that the 8s are going to have to overcome.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is outside, and it's now 1-2.
Yeah, and again, 3 straight curveballs to open up the at-bat for Dean, and again, trying to get him to chase on something low and away.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's taken for a strike, and that will retire Dean. There's 3 straight strikeouts now for Arbogast. And there's 2 away here in the top of the second. And we'll bring up Spencer Lettler, the DH.
And right now, this is matching up to be just exactly what we talked about in the pregame, just a real pitcher's duel. I mean, just masterful mound work on behalf of both left-handers so far.
First pitch to Lettler's over for strike 1. Lettler, the third lefty in this inning, but Arbogast has made quick work of the first 2. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss low, and it's now 1-1. Can apologize for those that are watching on YouTube right now, as looks like the scoreboard works, but everything else on the screen is not working for us.
Ooh.
So here's the now 1-1 pitch. Good old-fashioned radio with a still image. Here's the 1-1. There's a ground ball to the right side. It'll be fielded by Henry off of a couple hops. He'll take it in the bag himself to retire the side. And that was a 1-2-3 inning for Reese Arbogast and Renner in the top of the second. We have the bottom of the second. No score between Pier and Renner. Listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Pier Sports Center is your local Ranger boat and Mercury outboard dealer. They're a must-see for your Ranger needs. See their selection of Mercury outboard motors for more power. Pier Sports Center can help you with financing and other boating needs. Need service for your boat or trailer to keep you going? Pier Sports Center is your one-stop shop. Pier Sports Center, Ranger boats, and Mercury outboard. A combination that can't be beat. Pier Sports Center, 1440 North Garfield Avenue in Pier. Or give them a call, 224-5546.
When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wagner Auto in Pier. The certified sales staff at Wagner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WagnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wagner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WagnerAuto.com or stop by Wagner Auto in Pier, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
As we welcome you back here, John Winkler alongside Greg Dean, as we're trying to get that camera resituated for you here, as it will be the first pitch over for strike 1 to the number 5 hitter, Andy Moen. As there was just one man that reached base, was hit by a pitch, and the count's now 0-2 here to Moen.
Van Camp looks like he's matching Arbogast pitch for pitch so far through 1+ innings so far.
0-2 pitch, that one's off the handle, and it remains at 0-2.
Fastball that kind of rode in on Moen and kind of just a defensive swing, kind of got his bat up and just checked it for a foul ball.
The 0-2 pitch, that one misses, and it's now 1-2. Van Camp came off the mound thinking that maybe he had strike 3. But instead it is now 1-2. Here to the leadoff man in the order, and that one is skied out of play. So we'll do it again here at 1-2. We'll try and get you that image back up here in just a couple of minutes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one is flown out to left field. Jack Merkwan will range to his right to make the catch for the leadoff man to be retired here in the bottom of the second. So now bring up Harry Huners, the third baseman.
And probably one of the hardest hit balls by either side so far. Carried Merkwan back and to his right, but turned into a relatively easy fly ball, and especially with the way that wind is holding that pitch up and holding that fly ball up, coming in out of the south. Ballpark here at First Bank Field faces to the southwest.
Here is the 0-1 pitch. That one is chopped foul, and the count is now quickly 0-2.
315 down each line here at First National Bank Field. 375 to straightaway center. About a 6 to 8 foot fence all the way around.
The 0-2 pitch, they swing and a miss, and there's the third strikeout of the ball game now for Van Camp. And there are 2 down here in the inning, and it will bring up now Manny Struck, the right fielder. Excuse me, Dalton Garber is a DH.
Renner wearing the royal blue tops, which would be be likely, since they are the Renner Royals. Royal blue tops, white pants, blue caps, post 307 in script across the front, white numbers on the back for the 8s, the all-white uniforms, white tops, white pants, 8s written across the front, black numbers on the back, black and green caps.
Count is quickly 0-2 here to Dalton Garbers, trying to is Van Camp for a 1-2-3 inning, just like Arbogast had in the top of the second. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Garbers. That one's outside, and it's now 1-2.
Hinkle called for that one up in the eyes and got kind of a change up on the outside edge. Just didn't quite float it over the outside corner for a strike, and goes to 1-2.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Van Camp. Is now 4th of the ball game, and a 1-2-3 inning for Van Camp. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Here in the second, we head to the top of the third. No score between Pier and Renner. You're listening to Post-State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Evermore Boutique, where fashion doesn't have to break the bank. See them for men's, women's, and children's clothing, shoes, accessories, and so much more. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from noon to 7, Saturdays from 11 to 6, and Sundays from noon to 5. Visit Evermore Boutique, located at 104 South Pier Street in Pier, or give them a call today, 605-494-0194. That's Evermore Boutique in Pier.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pier, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back here to Brandon, as John Wickler alongside Greg Dean, you're listening to KCCR Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Lisa, thank you. I mean, technology has not been the friend to me here today, Greg.
Yeah, and when it works, it's wonderful, and when it doesn't, it frustrates and turns a good day bad.
So, as what we're going to do here, and we're going to try it, and then maybe plug it right back in. Rolling for another time. We're going to hold the camera up here. As the first pitch, Merkwan tried to bunt at it and missed, so it'll be taken for strike one. This could get very frustrating for a lot of people. For your motion sickness, I will apologize. As Merkwan will float this one, a one hopper. Be a tough play for the shortstop. Throw to first is in time to retire. Good play from Aspinall, and the leadoff man is retired here in the top of the third inning.
Yeah, a high chopper just right over the top of the mound, and a ball that you would kind of see typically hit on a turf surface like this, and Dahl came in hard. Actually gloved the ball about 2 steps in on what would be the infield grass, and then a quick transfer and a strong throw across. And doesn't hurt having a 6'4", 6'5" first baseman to stretch and make that play over at first base. And so nice play by Dahl, nice place by nice play by Henry over at first, and Renner's got the first out of the inning.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss low, and the count's now even at a ball and a strike between Reese Arbogast and Elliott Live, number 9 hitter here in the top of the third inning. 1-1 count here with one down in the top of the third. No score between Pier and Renner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Life will swing and miss, and it's now 1-2.
Yeah, what makes Arbogast so effective is the fact that not only does he have that really good fastball, but he really knows how to change speeds, and then he mixes in that curveball. It's really tough on the left-handers, and like we said, with the 8s throwing 5 left-handers in this lineup, it's going to be a big hill for them to climb. Not saying they can't do it, but they've got they're going to have to put some balls in play in order to get to Reese Arbogast today.
That one was fouled back, so the count remains at 1-2 here to Life. The left-hander Arbogast will get the sign, and for the windup, deliver the 1-2 pitch. And Life again will foul it out of play and remains at 1-2.
For his for as good as the game changer stats are that we are able to look at every game, the one thing that it would be fun to see is what Arbogast numbers are against lefties and against righties, because you got to think that he's really tough on left-handers, and it's really tough. You got to think that the batting average against in terms of what he's allowing to left-handers is got to be 100+ points lower than it is for right-handers.
Counts now 2-2 here as Life had the check to swing, and he appealed to third. He did not go. The beauty of having 3 umpires, having one down the third base line. 2-2 pitch. That one will miss outside, so LA Life in a good battle here. Works a full count with the leadoff man on deck and Lincoln Keenels. One out here at the top of the third, no one on base. No score between Pier and Renner. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop Dahl again. He'll field to his left. The throw to first is in time. And it's back-to-back ground outs to open up the top of the third inning. And it's now to Lincoln Keenels with 2 away.
And Dahl, slick fielding shortstop and a good arm, so anything that he can get a glove on is probably going to be an out. He doesn't look like he makes many miscues out in the field.
Lincoln Keenels grounded out to the shortstop Dahl in his first at bat as he will step to the plate. A scoreless tie here in the top of the third. Opening round of the state tournament. Here's the first pitch to Keenels. He'll foul that one out of play. And it's 0-1.
First National Bank is investing in the youth of the area.
This may not work so well with me holding the camera all game. I'm not really sure why I can't get the other camera to get back up, but hey, we're doing our best with what we got. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will bounce in and gets off the umpire. And count is even at a ball and a strike.
Arbogast spiked an off-speed pitch that landed about 3 feet in front of the plate, then bounced up over the top of the catcher and right into the midsection of John Thayer, the home plate umpire, and you could see it staggered him for a second or two, and both field umpires come about halfway down the line, get a chance to check on Thayer. He waves them off, says, "I'll be okay," and we're back at it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one will miss low and inside. The count's now 2-1. One hit so far in this ball game. That was McGuire Raskey with 2 outs to the top of the first. Not seen a base runner since Sam Stukel was hit by a pitch. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Keenels will pop this one up right side. That one will get out of play. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Arbogast has kind of a unique delivery. He kind of hesitates right at the top of his windup, almost like what you'd see with a pitcher coming out of Japan. And so it's a little tough to time him coming through that delivery.
2-2 pitch. That one will miss inside and low, and the count's now full at 3-2. The catcher in Schlimgen popped up like he was going to throw it around the horn. It would have been a third out, but he popped up like he's going to throw it around the horn, but it was not called a strike. Here's now the full count pitch to Keenels. He'll ground that one foul over to the third base coaching box, and we'll do it again here at 3-2.
And not only did Schlimgen pop up and was ready because he thought it was strike 3, but about 8 players out in the field other than Arbogast thought it was also strike 3. They took it about three steps from their position.
As Keenels again will foul the 3-2 pitch away, and we'll do it again here at a full count with 2 outs, nobody on here at the top of the third. There's a good battle so far here in the first two and near half innings. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Keenels will foul that one back, and we'll do it again here at 3-2.
Yeah, great battle. Really good at bat from Keenholz. Just anything you can do to drive up that pitch count. Right now at 40, I think it's 41 pitches for Arbogast.
3-2 pitch. That one will miss low for ball 4, and it will be a walk, and a good job by Keenels. A long at-bats, and Keenels is able to win it by drawing the walk. First walk issued by Arbogast. Doesn't happen very often throughout the season for this left-hander, so he has issued a 2-out walk, and see if Post State now can make it hurt.
Just the 8th walk of the season in 42 plus innings for Arbogast. So that's a rarity.
Here's the first pitch. Keenholz takes off. Pitch misses for ball one. The throw to second. It will get back to the shortstop Dahl to field it. So it'll be a stolen base for Keenholz. And a runner on second here with 2 away. And a 1-0 count to Jaden Wiebe.
And Keenholz just went on first movement and just you hope that Arbogast isn't coming over. Went over, took off on first movement and guessed right, and throw from Schlimgen off on the first base side, and Keenholz goes in sliding, and he's in safely rather easily.
Here's a 1-0 pitch to Wiebe. That one's grounded foul down the third base line. Wiebe in his first at-bat popped out in foul territory to Austin Henry over at first base. First time we've had a runner in score position. Keenholz stands over at second base. A base hit could give Post State their first lead. Here's the 1-1. Wiebe grounds that one foul over down the third base line again. And the count is now at 1-2.
And again, on both of those foul balls, that's been a curveball. It's really dove down and into Wiebe, and he's able to get a piece of it. But it's a ball that he has followed off almost directly over towards the first or the Post State dugout on the third base side.
So here at 1-2, Arbogast trying to get out of the inning. Wiebe trying to extend it, maybe a base hit, try and score that first run. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one is popped up, left side, out into the center field. It is Sam Stukel that will get underneath it. He'll make the catch and retire the side here in the top of the third inning. No runs on, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. No score between Pier and Renner. You listen to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent with BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers a full range of in-home support services to our area. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
As we welcome you back, Manny Struck will be the leadoff man here in the bottom of the third inning. John Winkler alongside Greg Dean. As the first pitch will be a bunt attempt. The throw to first from Andy Gordon's in time. The leadoff man retired here to open up the bottom of the fourth, as they'll bring up now the number 9 hitter in Tegan Schlimgen.
Tried to get the H sleeping, and luckily Gordon had it covered the whole way. Just kind of turned into an easy ground ball and an easy out for the Eights. 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
First pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Schlimgen. It's the number 9 hitter. Boy, I have all these papers, all the stats for me, but I can't use any of them because I have no free hands. That one's fouled back and out of play, and the count's now 1-1.
You need a third hand or a fourth leg or something over there.
Like trying to drive with your knees. It's not really going to work holding the camera with your knees. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That's over for a strike.
Okay, I'll give you
1-2.
I'll give you Schlimgen's numbers. He's batting .297 on the year, 19 hits and 64 at bats. He's got 5 doubles, 3 home runs, second on the team in home runs.
1-2 pitch. That one's outside, and it's now 2-2. That was not a passive-aggressive way to try and tell you to give a stat. I promise you, I was not trying. That was not my motive on saying that. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Jack Van Camp. There's 2 down here in the bottom of the third to bring back up to the top of the order for Zach Riddle.
Yeah, we're starting to get to be like a little old married couple. I mean, you know, I pick up on your signals, you pick up on mine. You know, just kind of. We got things figured out after 3 years.
Here's a hard ground ball that hits it was a one-hopper right to the third base bag, but it lands foul, and it's 0-1.
It is almost 3 years that you've been in Pier.
It has been, yeah. Once we get to the towards the end of the season in football, it'll be 3 years. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's outside, and it's now 1-1.
And the capital city in central South Dakota is happy to have you. Hope you stay for a long, long time.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. There's a line shot. Keenels can't get up to make the catch. It's the first hit of the ball game for Renner as Riddle is on with a 2-out single.
Riddle leads the team in hits with 40 out of 105 at bats. Also among the team leaders in average at 381, and you can see with that at bat, that's why he is one of the key offensive leaders for Renner. Just went the other way with a pitch, lined it right over the top of Lincoln Keenholz's head at shortstop, and Renner's got a little something going here. Just their second base runner of the game, 2 out here in the 3rd inning.
First pitch is outside for ball 1 to Aspinall, who in his first at bat struck out, part of 5 strikeouts for Jack Van Camp for the first time through the order. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Dahl. That one will miss just above the letters, and it's now 2-0.
Dahl comes in hitting 286 on the year. 28 hits and 98 at bats. He's got 5 doubles, scored 29 runs, and again, one of the key pieces of this Renner offense.
Foul tip in the mid of Hinkle, so it is a strike, and it's now 2-1 here to Aspinall. With a runner on first, 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Scoreless ball game between Pier and Renner. The 2-1 pitch. That one is taken for a strike, and it's now 2-2. Winner of this game plays Sioux Falls East, the top seed, tomorrow. The loser will play Watertown, the 8th seed, in an elimination game. The elimination game is at 11 a.m., first game of the day. The winner's bracket game is at 5:30. Runner takes off, 2-2 pitches upstairs, and the count is now, is a balk that was called. So the runner will take second base, and it's still a 2-2 count. So whether or not you want to, one way you want to look at it or any other way, it will still remain 2-2. It could be a break for Post State because that ball is going to go high, so it's still a 2-2 count instead of a 3-2 count, but that runner is on second base. So a break for both teams, I guess. Here's a 2-2. Comes inside, nearly hits him, and now will miss, and it will be a full count here at 3-2.
Yeah, Riddle was off with the pitch anyway, and so there was a good chance that depending upon how Hinkle was able to receive that pitch, he might have been into second anyway.
So now here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Van Camp will get another strikeout. They'll throw it over to first, but it was caught, so they're just throwing it over there because he struck him out. That will end the inning here in the bottom of the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, one man left on base. We head to the top of the 4th. Post State and Renner scoreless after 3. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. 2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
As we welcome you back here to Brandon, as we are set for the top of the 4th inning, John Wickler alongside Greg Dean. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 here for Post State. McGuire Rasky, Andy Gordon, and Cade Hinkle. He might reach his base. It'll then be to Bennett Dean. As we continue with our somewhat of technical difficulties, we figured out a way to try and get you the game without making it, not having a frozen screen or a blank screen, but at the cost of, my arms are going to be very tired by the end of the night. Here's the first pitch, and Rasky will get off the end of the bat. He tried to check his swing, but ends up swinging and fouling it off, and it's 0-1. And the problem is, too, that it's so windy that I don't have enough to put down to keep my papers down, so I got to use my elbows, and that's why I can't just move my arms around. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss, and it's now 1-1.
Raski comes into the weekend hitting .379 on the year, .496 on base percentage, .463 slugging. Leads the team in doubles with 8, stolen bases with 7.
As it's now 1-2 here to Raski, as that one's taken for a strike. Raski's got the lone hit so far for Post State. Got a first pitch fastball that he was able to hit in the right field for the first hit. Here's the 1-2. And that one will get off of Thayer again. That one got up towards his mask.
And that one folded him over. He is down on a knee, and he is not coming up anytime quick right now.
As he now will pop back up and trying to regather himself. That's the danger of being a home plate umpire. End up taking one off the mask, and he wears the old school mask, not the hockey style mask, where it has more of an opportunity maybe jump up and hit you in the bottom of the chin than if you're wearing the hockey mask.
And I think that's what happened is it probably got up, and I didn't see if he's got like a throat guard that was kind of in vogue for a number of years before the full hockey mask came into play. But Coach Brian White asked for a bottle of water out of the dugout, comes down the line, hands it to Thayer, and give him an opportunity to regroup. But yeah, if that ball got in and got him in on the neck or the Adam's apple, that's one that he potentially is going to feel for a while.
So as he continues to get a couple drinks of water here, is trying to make sure that he's ready to go and make sure he's okay. There's 6 umpires in total of this tournament, and probably what the idea is to give 3 guys a game, give the next 3 guys off a game, and then 3 on, 3 off, to be able, that way you can take a game break and it seems to be okay, and he'll continue, hopefully be able to continue behind the plate here for this ball game between Pier and Renner. With no score here at the top of the 4th, leadoff man McGuire Raski, 1-2 count. Raski had a base hit in his first at bat. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Arbogast to Raski upstairs, and it's now 2-2.
We'll see if the delay does anything to Arbogast. I mean, sometimes when you're a pitcher and you get in a rhythm, I mean, you don't like to get out of that rhythm anytime, and so we'll see if that disrupts him at all.
Here's a ground ball to the right side. Austin Henry will take it over to the bag himself to retire the first man here in the top of the 4th inning, as it will bring up now Andy Gordon. Just 2 base runners so far for Post State. A hit and a walk, and that's been all we've seen. But here Andy Gordon a chance to be on with 1 down. Both runners got on base with 2 away. Here's the first pitch to Gordon. Here's a ground ball left side for Aspinall again. He'll field the throw to first, is going to be in time. I think Aspinall can field over there at short. He's made some really good plays, really nice plays coming in, going to his right and to his left. And there's now 2 down here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, and he throws off the run really well, and he's done that multiple times so far in this game. And not only does he have a strong arm, he's right on target every time. And so I think Post State's figured out that maybe they should try to hit it someplace else other than the Renner shortstop.
Now here's Cade Hinkle. He'll pop the first pitch up on the right side. It'll be the second baseman going back, Moen, to make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning here for Reese Arbogast and Renner. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, no score between Pier and Renner. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Sioux Nation of Fort Pier knows what that sound is. It's baseball season. They also know that means it's grilling season. Sioux Nation has the Green Mountain Grill choices that you need for those hot dogs and burgers for tailgating. And let's be honest, you know there will be a steak in there too. Visit Sioux Nation of Fort Pier and see their selection of grills. While you're there, also pick up some seasonings for your grilling needs. Visit Sioux Nation at 504 Deadwood Street, Fort Pier.
This is the life. Sitting here, sipping lemonade, basking in the warm sun, and admiring the beauty and the solitude of my very own landscaped backyard. You know, I wasn't sure, but I was so glad when I made the call to Andy at Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping to finally have the work done. Calling Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping was probably one of the best and the easiest decisions I've ever made.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440. That's 280-4440.
As we welcome you back here, bottom of the fourth inning, no score between Pier and Renner. As for the Renner Royals, trying to get my sheet back around here for you. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. Sam Stukel, Austin Henry, and Andy Moen. Anybody reaches base, it'll be Harry Huners. As we play here in the bottom of the fourth with no score between Pier and Renner here in Brandon. Been a good game so far. Good pitchers duel, kind of like what we were expecting. Maybe not to the extent of one hit for each side, but both these teams, both these pitchers have come and have played really good through the first 3.5 innings.
Yep, hitting a hit and a walk for Post State, a hit and a hit batter for Renner, and we've had 4 base runners through 3.5 innings. So the pitching duel that we envisioned in the pregame is certainly coming to pass right now.
First pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Sam Stukel, who was hit by a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is popped up and fouled out of play. And it's now 1-1. Also don't have cover up here, and I have no hands to make it grab.
Yeah, if there's a foul ball, we're right on the edge of the canopy, so it's going to roll right back our way. So does it count if I catch it and then hand it to you?
You won't be able to hand it to me either, though. That's
if I put it right in front of you?
That might work. We're going to hide it so nobody can get the ball back. Actually, you get a $1 bill here.
Do you really?
Yeah, you get a full $1 just like at Hyde.
Wow.
We thank our lawn chair guys for doing that at Hyde Stadium. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's outside. It's now 3-1.
And the way that these two left-handers are dealing right now, I mean, this could well be a game that turns on whatever team makes a mistake or maybe makes the first mistake.
3-1 pitch will miss, and it is a leadoff walk. And the first time a base runner's been on with less than 2 outs in the ball game between the two teams. It'll bring up Austin Henry, who struck out swinging his first trip to the plate. So we had not seen the 4 guys that had reached base. We had not seen anybody get on before there was 2 outs until here. Here's the first pitch from Van Camp to Henry upstairs for ball 1.
And the left-hander Van Camp had Stukel guessing. He actually was moving back toward the bag when Van Camp came home with that pitch.
Here's the 1-0 from Van Camp. That one will miss on the outside edge, and it's now 2-0.
Henry comes in hitting .349 on the year, 459 on base percentage, slugging of .542, so he's got an OPS of exactly 1.00, leads the team in home runs with 4 and RBIs with 23.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one will miss, and it's now 3-0. And Van Camp's got to find it here. You don't want to put the first 2 guys on base, especially without having them put the ball in play.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't look to bunt Henry, your number 4 batter, but you might look to bunt Moen, the number 5 batter, if Henry gets on base.
3-0 pitch is right down the middle, and it's now 3-1. So still good hitters count here for Austin Henry, trying to move that runner over at least to second base and put him in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one's a foul tip back in the middle of Hinkle, and it's now 3-2. This is a big at-bat here for both these teams. Full count with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. No score between Pier and Renner. 3-2 pitch. Renner takes off. That one's fouled back and out of play. We'll do it again here at 3-2.
Yeah, good count to run on 3-2, trying to stay out of the double play, and it wouldn't surprise me if Renner decides to put Stukel in motion again at 3-2.
On deck is Andy Moen, then to be followed by Harry Huners. See if the runner takes off again here. 3-2 pitch, not running this time, and it'll be a walk. And it's first and second, and that'll draw a mound visit from Coach Brian White. With runners at first and second and nobody out for now Andy Moen. And most times, in certain situations, you don't see a coach come out after 2 walks, at the midway point of the ball game, but in a 0-0 game, state tournament, you want to sell your pitcher down as quick as possible. Is a perfect time to go out for a mound visit.
Well, and the other thing that this does is this is as much not only to go out and talk to Jack Van Camp, but this is also to set defensive strategy, because in all likelihood you're looking at a likely sacrifice bunt attempt from Moen, who does bat left-handed, and so this is likely a visit from Coach White to say, okay, if we I correct myself, Moen is a right-handed hitter. but they're talking about what kind of bunt coverage are we going to have with runners first and second, who's covering first, who's covering third.
Yeah, try and bunt. The bunt comes towards Van Camp. He will field. He only plays the first base, and that one is in time to get Moen. Suffice is complete, and there's 2 runners in scoring position now with only 1 down, and that will draw the infield probably all the way in here to try and keep this a scoreless ball game, and it will draw the infield in.
Yeah, and a good bunt from Mullen, just on the first base side, just about 20, 30 feet out in front of home plate, and Dean coming hard from first base, but Van Camp fields the ball, and they go to first and get the out.
First pitch will miss low for ball 1. It is Harry Huners at the plate, be followed by Dalton Garbers. Now with second and third and only 1 down, you have that free base over at first to maybe not give in to Huners, and you get a double play opportunity, at least a force out at home. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one will get to the backstop. Coming in, the throw to the plate. Van Camp can't make the tag. The second runner is going to try and score. Gordon, throw to the plate. Van Camp tagged him. Got him out at home. He got him out at home to make it. There's 2 down, but the first run does come in to score after it went off the glove of Van Camp. But tagging out Austin Henry at the plate was Van Camp as the throw came from Gordon, and there's now 2 down, nobody on, and a 1-0 lead here for Renner with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Call from home plate umpire John Thayer draws the ire of the Renner faithful, but quick explanation to the Renner head coach down at third base, and seems satisfied. And bottom line out of that play, Renner gets a run. They go up 1-0 here in the 4th inning.
2-0 pitch is grounded over to Keenholz, backhanded, goes off of his glove, not going to make the play. And there's a runner on first base with 2 away. So a run probably would have came in to score, and actually 2 runs probably would have scored on that one because the infielder would have been drawn in on that exact same pitch if that one hadn't got to the backstop. It'll be ruled an error on Keenholz. And instead it's a still 1-0 ball game with 2 outs and a runner on first base.
Yeah, just a ball that Keenholz tried to backhand, had to go to his right several steps, and just as it got into his glove, just popped out. He didn't squeeze it quite at the right time, and unfortunately for the Eights, that'll go down as the first error of the game.
First pitch misses from Harry Huners, from Dalton Garbers. Here's a 1-0 from Van Camp. That one's popped foul and out of play, and it's now 1-1. Garber struck out swinging in his first at bat. He is 0 for 1 so far. As with a 1-1 count here with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 lead here for Renner. Strike first on a wild pitch. 1-1 pitch is upstairs, and the count's now 2-1.
Garbers leads the team, second on the team in hitting at .478. He's got a .469 slugging average, OPS of .948. Among the team leaders in walks with 18 and home runs. He's third on the team. He's got a pair.
As that one misses inside, the count's now 3-1. And this has been a laboring inning here for Van Camp with 2 walks, in danger of a 3rd walk. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Garbers, and that one will miss, and it'll be another walk, 3rd walk issued to the inning. And it'll be first and second here with 2 away.
No activity right now in the post-8 bullpen. I likely would not expect that to be the case, just down 1 run here in the 4th inning. But again, you don't want to let Renner get any kind of separation. 1 run is one thing. To be down 2 or 3 with the way Reese Arbogast is pitching, 2 or 3 runs could be a real challenge to post-8 tonight.
First pitch is over for strike 1. To now Maney struck the right fielder. He grounded out to the third baseman, tried to bunt his way on the first trip to the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss outside, and it's now 1-1.
Walks have been the undoing of post-8 pitching throughout the year. If when post-8 has gotten good pitching, stayed away and limited the walks, that's when they've been really good.
1-1 pitch is over for a strike, and the count's now at 1-2. And Van Camp a strike away trying to get out of this inning, limiting the damage to just 1. When a runner stands at second, another runner at first, with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 1-2 from Van Camp to Struck. Upstairs, and the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind blowing straight in, well, nearly straight in from center field as it's going out towards the first base dugout. Here's a 2-2 from Van Camp to Struck. Comes inside, misses, and is now 3-2, and everybody will get a head start on first and second. And Van Camp now in danger of walking his fourth man in the inning. Here's from the stretch, 3-2 pitch. That one's fouled right back to the netting. We'll do it again here at 3-2.
Struck with just 5 RBIs on the year and 44 at bats. He played in 17 games. Only has 29 at bats on the year.
Runners at first and second here with 2 down. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. Misses inside and another walk. And it will draw Aaron Booth to the bullpen out in left field with the bases loaded now. And 2 away in the bottom of the 4th inning. And we'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Tegan Schlimgen.
Schlimgen on the year, 297, has a 512 slugging or 516 slugging average among the team leaders. He leads the team in triples with 5 and has 3 home runs. Again, like we said, second on the team in home runs.
First pitch, a swing and a miss by Schlimgen. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. This is the biggest at bat in this ball game. It could either be a double digit or a crooked number here in the inning, or a 1-0 score going to the bottom of the top of the 5th inning. Counts 0-2 as that one's fouled back.
Yeah, and Van Camp's pitch count has started to run up. He's now at 76 pitches on the day, not even through the 4th inning right now.
Here's the 0-2 to Schlimgen. Comes inside, nearly hits him, and the count's now 1-2. That almost looked like it maybe caught the jersey of him, but the home plate umpire, John Thayer, says it did not. Counts now 1-2, and Post State might have got a break there. Van Camp works from the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, and it's now 2-2. Boy, I'm not sure how quickly Aaron Booth's warming up out there in left field, as he looks like he's not throwing yet. And almost to the point where you need to go get Van Camp if you can't get this guy out. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Van Camp doesn't let it happen. He goes and strikes out Schlimgen to end the inning, and only 1 run scores, although there was an error and 3 men left on base in the inning. We head to the top of the 5th. It's a 1-0 lead for Renner. You listen to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pier has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As we welcome you back here to the top of the 5th inning, 1-0 is their score. As Post State will have 6, 7, and 8. So Bennett Dean will be lead things off. He'll be then followed by Spencer Lettler and Jack Merkwan trying to jumpstart this offense. Right now down 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. 1 hit apiece for both these teams. That inning with no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base for Renner. That's one to kind of that box score right there in that inning, Greg, is one to circle if this game doesn't turn out in the favor of Post State. Or it could be one to circle if it does turn out in favor of Post State, because they were able to get around all of that damage without really anybody putting the ball in play other than an error.
Yeah, and left the bases loaded. Renner left the bases loaded with 2 outs, and Jack Van Camp was able to get out of there.
First pitch to Bennett Dean's over for strike 1. Dean struck out looking in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1 to the number 6 hitter. Dean will ground it up the middle. Be a tough play for the second baseman. The throw from Moen is going to be in time to retire Dean. And the leadoff man retired. A good job by Moen behind the second base bag to set his feet and make a strike to Austin Henry at first base to retire Dean.
Yeah, and what we've seen, especially out of the middle infield for Renner, is really strong arms, and they've made not only some good plays with the glove, they've made some really nice plays with their arms, and have really silenced the post-8 bats. Any opportunities that post-8's had, even when they've made soft contact against Arbogast so far.
First pitch is over for strike one to Spencer Lettler. He grounded out to the first baseman in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss, and it's now 1-1.
Lettler's got the kind of swing that is really compact. He's got the kind of swing that could do some damage against Arbogast.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lettler swings and misses, and it's now 1-2.
And just as I say that, what's he do? He swings through a changeup.
That's why you get 3 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Arbogast to Lettler. And Lettler will swing and miss and strike out, and there's now 2 down here at the top of the 5th, and we'll bring up now Jack Merkwan.
Yeah, and Pierre's just gotta start putting some at bats together. And it's going to be, we've talked about it. I mean, Reese Arbogast, arguably one of the top handful of pitchers in South Dakota, has been for a couple of years now, and that's why he's headed to Dakota State next fall.
First pitch, Merkwan will sky that out towards center field, going back to center fielder, and over-the-shoulder catch is made by the center fielder, Stukel, to make the catch and retire the side. Merkwan put a charge on it. Stukel is there, though, to make the catch and retire the side here in the top of the 5th. A 1-2-3 inning for Arbogast. Once again, we head to the bottom of the 5th. A 1-0 lead for Renner over Pier. You listen to Post-8 Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
Service Master of Pier. It's no secret we clean carpets professionally, but not many people know we clean furniture, kitchens, bathrooms, walls, floors, and windows. We also do fire and water restoration, plus construction cleanups. There's nothing we can't clean. Give Service Master a call at 224-9919. Service Master. The clean you expect, the service you deserve. Service Master, 224-9919.
Zach Riddle lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning as the first pitch will come to him, and he'll ground that one through the right side for a base hit. And the leadoff man is aboard to open up the bottom of the 5th inning. Joe Winkler alongside Greg Dean here on this Friday evening here in Brandon as the leadoff man on base for the first time. Second time. First time that happened was last inning when Renner struck first and took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. But the leadoff man in the inning and in the order is on. Here's Aspinall trying to bunt. He'll pull it back and take it for ball 1. Dahl is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far in the ball game.
With a runner on first, bunt coverage is both corners are coming in charging hard. Wiebe will come over from his second base position to cover first. Keenholz takes second from his shortstop position.
As it's now a 1-1 count as that one was fouled back on the bunt attempt. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leadoff man got a base hit. Here's now the 1-1 from Van Camp to Dahl. Try and bunt it again. He'll bunt that one foul. And the count is now 1-2. So we'll see if the bunt goes on one more time or if they'll take it off and let him swing away.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting strategy decision here. I suspect that Dahl's a pretty decent hitter. I suspect they probably take the bunt off and just let him go here.
1-2 pitch. He'll pop that one up. Keenholz will reach up, make the catch, jumping in the outfield. What a snag by the shortstop. And there's one down here in the bottom of the 5th.
And that's an MLB caliber play. I mean, Keenholz goes back to his left on the run. Times the jump perfectly, just like he's getting a rebound and starting a fast break, just able to pick it out of the air. And luckily for Renner, Riddle was not too far off of first base because there was the potential to double him off.
The throw to second on the tag. He's got him out of second. Hinkle throws out the runner at second, trying to steal on the first pitch. So there were 3-hitter Sam Stukel, and there's now 2 down and nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And just a strike from Hinkle, and they had the Renner base runner out by a good step and a half, and a little fire out of the post-8 middle infield. Fist pump from Lincoln Keenholz, another one from Jaden Wiebe, and so the Eights maybe got a little fire. Maybe that's the kind of play that they need to potentially turn this game around.
1-0 pitch is upstairs as now 2-0. Yeah, Post State starting to run out of outs. They've only got 6 outs left in this ball game. They still trail 1-0 here with 2 down the bottom of the 5th. As the first pitch, or the 2-0 pitch is upstairs. It's now 3-0.
Stukel comes in hitting .333 on the year, .437 slugging average, .850 on the OPS. Among the team leaders in doubles with 6 and hits with 29.
Counts now 3-1 as that one hit the zone here for Van Camp. Sam Stukel has been on base both times, hit by a pitch and also walked. 3-1 pitch. He'll swing and miss at that one. And the count's now full at 3-2.
88 pitches on the day for Van Camp. He maybe has one more inning left on him if he can get through this inning, and he does.
There's a swing and a miss, another strikeout for Jack Van Camp. Retires the side. An unconventional 1-2-3 inning, but the Eights get out of it without any damage. We head to the top of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Still 1-0. Renner has the lead over Pier. Listen to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Comtech and Pier invites you to come out and check out their expansive showroom. It's filled with everything you need to thrive in today's technology-dependent world and a knowledgeable staff to guide you through. Comtech has TVs, computers, personal electronics to commercial electronics, anything to fit your technology needs. The experienced professionals at Comtech can guide you through any questions you may have. Whether you struggle with technology or live for it, Comtech can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Comtech will even install and service what they sell, so you don't have to worry once you get your products home. Comtech, located at 1601 North Lowell Avenue behind Walmart. Check them out online at comtechplus.com.
As we head to the top of the 6th inning, there's a 1-0 lead here for for Renner over Post State. It'll be 9-1-2. Elliott Life, then Lincoln Keenholz, Jaden Wiebe, and the number 3 hitter McGuire Rasky if anybody reaches base. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean here on this Friday evening. Glad you could join us on a shaky camera on YouTube at KCCR Sports, as well as on the air on 1240 and 98.9 on KCCR. As the first pitch is a swing and a miss by Elliott Life, and it's 0-1.
Elliott Life hitting .291 on the year, among the team leaders in doubles with 5, triples with 2. He's got 16 walks, and again hitting .291 on the year. 5 stolen bases for the graduated senior.
Counts now 1-1. That one missed the zone, got to the backstop. Life in his first at bat, ground out to the shortstop. Looking for that second Post-State hit. 2 hits so far for Renner, but they have a lead 1-0. Here's the 1-1. Life swings and misses. It's now 1-2.
Arbogast with a really good changeup had Life out in front on the swing and miss.
Playing Elliott Life straight up to open up the top of the 6th inning. Here's a 1-2 pitch, and Life will ground that one foul, and it will remain at 1-2. Again, the amount of lefties that Post State has in the order, it was a no-brainer to throw Arbogast, and not saying that he doesn't deserve to be the first starter of the state tournament, but you have Austin Henry playing at first base, who would also deserve to be the number 1 starter on your team. 1-2 pitch. That one misses inside. It's now 2-2, but that lefty-lefty matchup has been fits for Post State so far, although the one hit is from a left-hander in McGuire Rasky. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Arbogast to Life. That one is taken for strike 3 in the outside corner. And the leadoff man retired here to open up the top of the 6th inning. So now bring up the top of the order in Lincoln Keynoles.
Yeah, and on virtually every other team in South Dakota, Austin Henry is a clear number one. But as solid and like we said, Reese Arbogast, even though he's a senior, he's been around and has pitched in big games all the way going back to, I think he threw the state championship game when O'Gorman won the high school tournament 2 years ago. And so he's been in a lot of big games, and you can see that from his presence on the mound here tonight.
Here's the 1-0 pitch to Keynoles. That one's chopped back up the middle. Dahl is behind the bag to make the play from the second base position. He'll throw out Keynoles, and there's now 2 down. And boy, Aspen Dahl has also been a fit so far for Post State, as he's made another terrific play, and there's 2 down here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, a lot of range. Just a ball that he gloved actually on the right field side of first base, and was able to then square the shoulders and make a throw and got Keynoles by half a step.
So now there's 2 away, nobody on, and it's Jaden Wiebe. Post State down their last 4 outs, but they only trail 1-0. There's a line shot by Wiebe. That's down for a base hit, and Post State has their second hit. But it comes again with 2 outs, and now brings up McGuire Rasky. Maybe if he finds a gap somewhere, hey, this ball game could be tied right back up if he can find a gap. But he is 1 for 2 so far. The base hit and also grounded out to the first baseman.
And I think that's probably what it's going to take is some kind of extra base hit because it's been awful tough for Post State to string hits together today. Just the second one there off the bat of Jaden Wiebe, second one on the day for Post State, 1 in the first, and then had to go all the way to the 6th inning to get the second one.
Here's the first pitch now to McGuire Rasky. Wiebe takes off, a swing and a miss, a throw to second goes cut off by Arbogast, so Wiebe's safe at second base with a stolen base, and now a base hit could tie the ball game up. And there's probably not a better guy that you want on the plate right now than your only guy who is still part of this team from the 2017 state championship program. When Post State won it back in 2017, McGuire Rasky was part of this team. He's trying to win his second state championship. The 0-1 pitch, that one will miss low and away, and it's now 1-1.
Yeah, Rasky with one of the most memorable pitching performances in recent Post State memory. The 6th inning, back then they were still playing 9-inning games in the state tournament. 6th inning start against Post 22, where he just really limited Post 22, a game that Post State won 10-3 in the third game of the tournament. What would you would classify as the winners championship game of the bracket, and then Post State went on to defeat Aberdeen the next night, and then Mitchell in extra innings on that Sunday to win the 2017 state championship.
And if you remember correctly here, these 2 teams met up last year in the state tournament out in Rapid City, the Pier and Renner, and it was a game that saw 2 coaching ejections. We've seen a little bit more calm from the coaching staff on both sides. Actually, Olmsted's not the coach anymore for Renner, but those Coach White, as Rasky will line that one down the right field line. That one will get down, 1 hop off the wall. Post State has tied the game up at 1. Rasky on his way, sliding headfirst in a second. And an RBI double from McGuire Rasky has tied the game at 1 here at the top of the 6th.
Yeah, just a rope down the right field line, and I thought for a second maybe that ball had a chance to get out of here. It bounced off the wall just not too far to the left of the 315 sign and down the right field line, and with 2 outs, Wiebe's off on contact. He scores easily, and now with Rasky standing at second base, base hit off the bat of Andy Gordon, the Eights potentially could take a lead right here.
First pitch to Gordon, that one's chopped high off the plate. It'll be over to the pitcher, Arbogast, who underhand flipped it to Henry to retire the side. But McGuire Rasky has tied the game up with an RBI double here at the top of the 6th. We are 1-1, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Post State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This summer, enjoy an ice-cold, fresh-squeezed lemonade and admire your well-earned farmer's tan before you hurl yourself across your neighbor's slip and slide and join First Dakota to bank some noise for summer sports. Roar at the crack of the bat, whistle for a clutch strikeout, and lose your mind over a walk-off home run. Let them hear you from the cheap seats. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Do you need the Pier Governor apparel for the big game? Or how about Stanley County apparel or post-state apparel? All-around graphics and Pier is your place to go. Not only can you get your apparel, but they also do screen printing, jerseys, awards, and trophies. And did you know they can print and customize your signs? All-around graphics can do it all. Located at 819 North Euclid Avenue or call 224-4677. All-around graphics and Pier, your one-stop shop.
As we welcome you back here, bottom of the sixth inning, as Post State's has tied the ball game up. We head to the bottom of the sixth inning as the Austin Henry, the first baseman, will lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth. With a brand new ball game, 1-1 is their score. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike one.
It's got a little more pep in their step coming out of the dugout here for the bottom of the sixth inning, but for Jack Van Camp, that's his 92nd pitch of the day, and so in all likelihood, this will be his last inning. We start to see again some action in the post-state bullpen. I think that's Isaac Pollock now starting to loosen up down there.
1-1 pitch, that was lined to the gap in right center field. That's down for extra bases. Rolling all the way to the wall. Elliott Life will pick it up. The throw coming in. Stopping at second is Austin Henry. He is on at second with a leadoff double, and just like that, Renner is right back in business trying to reclaim the lead.
Yeah, and just a rope off the bat of Henry, and Henry's probably their best power hitter. He's got 4 doubles, 4 home runs on the year, and so not a surprise that he goes the other way with a line drive to the right center field gap, and he's standing on second with nobody out. So we'll see if this is a bunt off the bat of Moen.
He'll show bunt, pull it back, ground ball left side. That's through for a base hit. Berkwan will field. He'll come up firing. The cutoff man goes over the cutoff man. So taking second will be Moen, and it's second and third here with nobody out. And there's a mistake there from Post State not hitting the cutoff man to allow the runner Moen to take second base on the throw. So there's now second and third, nobody out. And he'll bring up now Harry Huners, and a couple of shots now for Renner to reclaim the lead here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Yeah, just a hard ground ball through the hole on the right side, and the Eights are going to bring the infield in here with nobody out. And Renner with a big threat here. Runner second and third, nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth.
First pitch over for strike one. Infield's all the way in, trying to keep this a 1-1 score. Any ground ball, they'll either fire it home or look the runner back to third. Here's the 0-1 from Van Camp, who will work from the windup. Comes inside, and it's now 1-1.
This is where Cade Hinkle becomes so valuable for Post State. He does such a great job of blocking pitches, and you saw evidence of it right there. A curveball from Van Camp that Hinkle had to go to his glove hand on.
That one's outside, and it's now 2-1 to Huners. Again, open base on first right now. Dalton Garbers is on deck. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a line shot that's fouled down the right field line. And the count's now 2-2. That one was chased by Huners. So a now 2-2 count, and Van Camp can go for the strikeout.
Yeah, a ball that was up in the zone, kind of up in Huners' eyes, and he just got his bat around and just ended up punching foul the other way.
2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. The chopper. Keenels will field. He'll look the runner back to third. Throw to first is in time. That's a big first out here for Post State. Second and third now with one down to bring up Dalton Garbers.
Garbers, one of the top hitters on the team. Like we said, 265 on the year, but he's got a 478 on base percentage, and so he leads the team in walks, second on the team in walks with 18. So he knows how to get on base. So again, big at bat right here for Post State. We'll see if Jack Van Camp can find his way out and tiptoe out of danger right here.
He's swinging a miss on the first pitch to Dalton Garbers, and the count's 0-1. Again, infield drawn in all the way around with just one out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Tie ball game. 1-1 is their score. You listen to KCCR Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. 1-0-1 pitch misses low and inside, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. On deck would be Manny Struck. Here's the 1-1 now from Van Camp. That one's upstairs, and the count's now 2-1. And again, although Van Camp is struggling, you don't really like to see any walks. The walk's not the worst thing in the world right here with the base open at first. It would set up a double play to try and get you out of the inning. 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. It's now 2-2. And again, Van Camp can go for the strikeout. and relieve some of the pressure off the defense to go back and play their normal depth and have 2 outs.
That was pitch 103. If he does not retire Garbers here, this will be his last batter.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Van Camp will get the strikeout, and there's now 2 down, and Van Camp can go after one more hitter, and Manny struck.
104 pitches.
So I think Coach White was going to go check to make sure that he didn't have 105 pitches, and has 104 pitches. The PA announcer, Tyler Merriam, made the announcement. So here's Manny struck with 2 outs. The runners at second and third. First pitch from Van Camp. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Struck was behind that fastball by a ways.
And even though that's pitch 105, Van Camp gets to finish this batter. So this is a huge at-bat. If Van Camp can get out of the inning, he would allow whoever's coming behind him to start with a clean inning.
There's a swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2 here to Struck. And you might see this post-state bench erupt, the field erupts, and of course Jack Van Camp erupt. This is his last batter no matter what. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Runners at second and third. They were there with nobody out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pops foul and out of play, and we'll do it again here at 0-2.
Yeah, and just one pitch away. If all you need right now is just one good pitch, one last good pitch out of Jack Van Camp. He's thrown a bunch of them today. Just got to dig down for that last big strike.
Here's the 0-2 pitch again. Swing and a pop up, and that will be foul and out of play. We'll do it another time here at 0-2. Harrisburg and Brandon Valley will play after this one. They're scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. That'll be the final game of day 1. Post-State, if they lose, they go to the 11 o'clock game tomorrow in the elimination contest. If they win, they will play at 5:30 tomorrow against Sioux Falls East. Runners are going to try and steal a throw. The plate, it goes off of Hinkle. They're going to steal a run. And it will be a 2-1 lead as the pitch got away from Hinkle. So Van Camp went for the windup, and they took a chance trying to steal the run in, and they do. So the count is now 1-2, a runner on third, and Renner takes a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and that's just a gutsy play that you pull out from the very back of the playbook. But saw the pitch before that Henry got a running start with Van Camp coming out of the full windup, and so they tested it on the pitch before and just saw that maybe he could get a running start, and so he did and was able to score.
1-2 pitch is fouled back, and it remains at 1-2. Boy, that's like you said, a gutsy call. That takes a lot to try and steal home with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th in a tie ball game. If you don't get that run, all the momentum is on Post-State side. Here's the 1-2 pitch again. That one's fouled back, and Manny Struck is hanging around. A good battle here between Struck and Van Camp. The final batter of the day for Jack Van Camp will either have a clean inning for the next pitcher or have to come in with runners at first and third potentially. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Van Camp will get a strikeout to finish out his day, and it retires the side here in the bottom of the 6th inning. But Renner literally steals a run here in the bottom of the 6th, and it's a 2-1 lead as we head to the 7th. You're listening to Post-State Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Actegra in Highmore. We pride ourselves on providing our customers with reliable markets, superior services, and quality products. From corn and soybeans to spring and winter wheat, you can trust Actegra in Highmore with all your grain handling needs. It's all about helping you achieve the best harvest possible. Call Actegra of Highmore today at 605-846-1379. That's 605-846-1379.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pier carries a full line of Heat-A-Later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-A-Later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-A-Later fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pier is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
We head to the top of the 7th inning, a 2-1 lead now here for Renner as Reese Arbogast will try and close this one out and send Renner into the semifinals, the winter bracket semifinals tomorrow against Sioux Falls East. If Post-State is unable to win this ball game or come back and tie this ball game up and send the bottom of the 7th, They will head to the losers bracket elimination game against Watertown, and will have to work their way all the way back from there to try and win the state championship, or at least be in the state championship with Sioux Falls East to clinch a spot in the regional tournament in Sioux Falls starting a week from Wednesday. First pitch to Cade Hinkle is over for strike one. So it's Hinkle, Dean, and Lettler, 3 lefties to start out the top of the 7th. And they have to score at least 1 run here at the top of the 7th inning.
Arbogast in no danger of having trouble with his pitch count. That's pitch number 75 and 76 on the day. So he's likely got 2 or maybe even a few more innings ahead of him.
As that one bounced in, so the count is 1-1 here to Cade Hinkle. Here's the 1-1 from Arbogast. That one will miss low, and it's now 2-1. Hinkle comes in 0 for 2. These 3 guys in the order are all 0 for 2. Not a whole lot of base hits in the ball game to go around for either side. 7 hits combined as we play in the top of the 7th. There's a swing and a miss, and the count's now 2-2.
Hinkle, the team leader in walks with 29, played every game but 1 so far this year. 41 appearances, 119 at bats, 30 hits, hitting .252 on the year.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. That one will miss low for ball 3, and the count is full now here at 3-2. Schwingen again got up, was about to fire it over to the third baseman, Huners. But the home plate umpire said not so fast. Here's the 3-2 now from Arbogast to Hinkle. And Hinkle will pop this one up out towards right field. Back on it is the right fielder and Struck to make the catch. And the leadoff man retired here in the top of the 7th to now bring up Bennett Dean. Well, if you need one swing to tie it up, Dean's been the guy that's got the most home runs, just 2 so far, but he does have the most home runs on the team. And a .315 mark down the right field line. Get the wind to die down just for a couple of seconds on a pitch. Maybe Dean could go yard to tie the ball game up. Obviously, just try and find a way to get on base and stay within himself in this at-bat. Here's the first pitch from Arbogast to Dean. That one's upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, you need base runners before you can get before you can score a run. So right now you just gotta try to line one someplace. If it'd be over the fence, that would be so awesome.
1-0 pitch misses low, and it's now 2-0.
And Post 8 would look for any way for Dean to get on, walk, hit by pitch, air, whatever it takes.
2-0 pitch. That one will find the zone. It's now 2-1 towards the outside corner. The count is now 2-1 here to Bennett Dean. 0 for 2 so far in the ball game. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one is on the outside edge, and the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Arbogast trying to work that outside portion of the plate. See if he makes a mistake and leaves it on the inner third for Dean. 2-2 pitch from Arbogast to Dean. Swing and a miss. And there's 2 down. And Post 8 down their final strike here in the evening, their final out here in the evening, as they'll bring up Spencer Lettler, who is also 0 for 2.
Yeah, and that's exactly why Arbogast is so tough on left-handers. He got down 2-0 and then came back with a couple of fastballs that just painted the outside corner, and then retired Dean on a pitch on the outside corner that he had to go out and try to protect on.
First pitch to Lettler comes inside for strike 1. Arbogast has thrown a gem. So did Jack Van Camp through 6 innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lettler grounds it over the second baseman. It'll be fielded. The throw to first is in time, and Renner wins game 1 of the state tournament as a complete game from Reese Arbogast sends the Royals into the winners bracket semifinals tomorrow night. Post 8 will play at 11 o'clock. We'll step aside for 2 minutes to come back to wrap up game 1. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economic